Do you know what is the sitemap location of a website? Why we need to know sitemap location? I have two reasons. First is you have to take decision before creating any sitemap file. If it is already existing, no need to create. In that case, you need to know what is the sitemap location. Second reason, you want to submit your this file, sitemap file, to the search engine like Google, Bing, and so many others. So in that case also you need to know that what is the location of your sitemap. So in this video I am going to explain 5 ways by which you can easily trace your sitemap file location in your website or other website. Just before going to start, if you have any doubt or any confusion about sitemap, what is sitemap, what types of sitemap, which sitemap you have to use, HTML or normal XML sitemap, for that I have already created one video. I'll keep that link in the description box. You can go and check it. Now let's start one by one. Let's start. It is our first way. Suppose we are using a WordPress and we want to know what is the default location of our XML sitemap. So normally the URL would be your domain name and the sitemap.xml. This is the default location. Let me show with some example. Like our site mssaro.com, it is a domain name, and after that just we appended sitemap.xml. So normally at this location we can get it. Let me show you. Suppose we just I hit mssaro.com sitemap.xml. So it is my sitemap XML file. If I click on the post.xml, so here I can see all my blogs which are listed here. You can check this. Okay, so this was the first way that how we can get it. Now if we are using any SEO plugin, like on our website Mssaro, we are using a Yoast SEO. If we are using a Yoast SEO or some other SEO plugins, so might be the location may differ. At the end, what we can do, just append the sitemap_index.xml. The same address would be same like our domain name and the sitemap_index.xml. So if I just copy and paste to some, click on this and hit. So again we are getting our sitemap XML sitemap file. If I click on post, so all the posts are here. So in this way also we can check what is the exact sitemap location. Now we can check. Sometimes it happens that if we are using a WordPress version that is a 5.5 or above, if we are using a WordPress version 5.5 or above, so WordPress automatically creates the sitemap file. The location of sitemap file would be our domain name and wp-sitemap.xml. The URL would be this. Let me show you this also with some example. On the same, if I click and if I hit, so finally we are getting a sitemap file location, but you can observe that it moves to the sitemap_index.xml. Why? Because I am using a Yoast SEO. So finally all would be converted to the sitemap_index.xml. I can use sitemap. If I use suppose sitemap.xml, again hit, then sitemap_index.xml, it is coming to this. If I am using wp sitemap.xml, so again I am getting the same file. So what I want to explain, that if we are using any plugin, so it would override all the paths. Now we'll see if you are not using WordPress. if you are using some other if you are using a Squarespace, a Joomla, a Magneto, Wix, a Shopify, so in that also the default location would be sitemap.xml, your site name and the sitemap.xml. So most of the time I would say more than 90% of the time you would see this is the default location. If your site is having this file, so you would get it. Now move to our next way, that how we can get it the sitemap file. We check through Google Search Console. I'll show you that how you can see your sitemap file location through Google Search Console. Just open the Google Search Console and select your domain, like I'm selecting Mssaro, and here click on sitemap. So you can see this is a sitemap index.xml. If I type this sitemap_index.xml, so this would be the complete URL, domain name plus sitemap_index.xml. so this is the sitemap location of our file. Now through some other tool like a Bing, if we can also check this through Bing. Just open the Bing webmaster tool and here select your domain and click on sitemap. Here also you can see the location of this. This is the sitemap.xml, domain name plus sitemap.xml, also the older version of sitemap_index.xml. From Bing webmaster tool also you can get this, the location of the sitemap file. Now move to the next way. Find the sitemap of the website in the robots.txt file. First we need to understand what is the robots.txt file. This is the file we have at our server root directory. Now through robots.txt also we can find what is the sitemap location. Before going into the detail, just first we need to understand what is the robot.txt file. This is the file normally we have at our server path, server root directory. It tells to search engines what files they should read and what files they should not read. The purpose of this robot.txt is this. As a normal practice, normally what we do, we also mention the sitemap file location in our robot.txt. Let me show my mssaro.com robot.txt file first. The path is this. If I hit, you can see this is the robot.txt file of our site, but here at this time we are not mentioning the sitemap location under this. Suppose if I mention this, so how it can look, let me show you. Suppose if I want to update this is the disallow, what we want to disallow, what we want to allow. Now here I am giving the sitemap colon space and my site name .xml. So normally in the most site, those are having a robot.txt file, directly you can see in that file the path would be, sitemap location would be this. So in this way also you can find out the location of a sitemap file. Normally what we are checking, just we want to know what is the sitemap location of my website or other website. Now move to the next way. Now let's see the last way, that how you can find out the XML sitemap location. We have one tool. You can say tool, it is a site where just I'm copying this and paste and hit this. Okay, this is a sitemap test. Here just you have to give your website name and click on the checkup button. So what it would do, it would find out the location of your sitemap, XML sitemap. So from here you can directly see, just it takes some time. It will list down. It is, yeah, now you can see for my site sitemap XML sitemap location is this. Older version is also coming. So this was the last way that we can find out the XML sitemap location. So now it is clear that how we can get the XML sitemap location of a website. Now we have seen 5 ways to check your sitemap file location. Just I am revising once again. First is directly the default location, where you have to give the default location. In that you will put domain name plus you will append the sitemap.xml easily. Whatever location would be, you will see that in more than 90 to 95% cases it would work. Now the second, you can go to the Google Search Console and you can check the location of your sitemap file. In the same way, in a third way, in a Bing Webmaster Tool also you can go and check it. Fourth, in robots.txt you can go and check in what is your sitemap location. Most of the website owners normally they are in the habit of keeping their sitemap location file in the robots.txt, so you can go there and check it. And in the last, you can use one tool, sitemap checkup tool, where just you have to give your domain name and hit the button. You will get the location of your sitemap file. So these were the 5 ways by which you can track this. One last important thing, suppose as a website owner, what I want that nobody should be able to read my file or see my file, sitemap file. So what I would do, I would keep my sitemap file in some other place except the default location. In that case, you won't be able to see the location of that sitemap file of others website. Otherwise, it is good to go. You can check by through these 5 ways. So at last, in the next video, I am going to create for how you can create a sitemap file if you don't have. So you'll see all those details in the next video. Till that time, bye bye. Thank you.